In the heart of Europe, there is a mountain range that possesses an undeniable mystique. It stretches across 7 different countries: France, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Liechtenstein, Slovenia, and Austria.
I feel like in the US, people have this romanticized idea of Switzerland, but really all they're thinking about is the Alps, Alpine life, just the green fields, the cows grazing, the snow-capped mountains in the distance, all of the chalets and the very specific style of architecture that you think about. We're trying to find this festival where they bring cows down from the mountains and celebrate the end of the season of grazing up in the highlands. To be completely honest, we had no idea where the festival actually is. We just knew it was somewhere in this town. Little moments like these are when we're so happy that we have this YouTube channel and we have the ability to cherish a lot of these memories forever. And it keeps raining on and off, and you see these rain clouds move through the mountain range. It's so quiet. We're the only people here. I feel like I have more to say, but honestly, I'm kind of just lost for words.
But before we get into all of that, let's back up to where the story starts, in the German region of Swabia. How cool would it be to go on an Alpine road trip? To experience the region at our own pace, especially in the fall season with the changing of the leaves, the moody rain and clouds, the endless castles speckled across the roads less traveled. In other words, to see the Alps as we've never seen them before.
That's so terrifying.
My brother Sam had the chance to study abroad here many years ago, and we got to tag along as he visited his host family in the town of Bitz for the very first time since he left. Now, if you know anything about our channel, you know that we love Germany, and we always find a way back here. But we have never had the pleasure of exploring the region of Swabia before. During this week, we were treated to many Swabian specialties, such as the famous dumplings known as Maltaschen, or their own variation of Oktoberfest known as Vasen. But perhaps the thing that surprised us the most were the incredible castles. We got the chance to visit the Hohenzollern Castle in Bissingen and the Sigmaringen Castle in, well, Sigmaringen. Both of these castles were among the coolest we have seen anywhere in Europe, but we hadn't even heard of them before getting there. The more and more we familiarize ourselves with this continent, the more we realize how much there is to discover. Trends obviously come and go when it comes to tourism, but so many amazing places never make the typical tourist itinerary, even if they are more than worthy of inclusion. Okay. Sydney still gushes about the town of Meersburg, which is right on the shores of Lake Constance. Perhaps one of the most charming towns we have ever visited, and once again, we had never heard of it even once before getting there. While cities like Rothenburg and Dresden get so much appreciation, and rightfully so, we were just shocked that a place as lovely as Meersburg could fly so under the radar. As we left Lake Constance behind, our journey to Innsbruck began.
This motel in Austria is so interesting. Not only is there a fully automatic check-in system, you just come over to this fancy machine, put in your check-in info, and it literally has the cards come right out of the machine. Not only do they have that, they also have a fully automatic 24/7 pizza machine.
To properly explain why we were so excited about this pizza, which was a 6 out of 10 if we're being generous, we were absolutely starving after a full day of driving. And it was also Sunday, which in Germany and Austria means that grocery stores are closed.
Oh, wow.
As we made our way towards Innsbruck, there was a stop that we had to make along the way. It was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. We had to get country number 46 on the board. A very small country indeed. The semi-constitutional monarchy of Liechtenstein.
Destination is on the right.
Vaduz Castle here in the capital of Liechtenstein, one of the smallest countries in Europe. Somehow not the smallest country in Europe, because there's also the Vatican. We always talk about in Europe how you can be to so many different countries in such a short amount of time. Well, in this region, even more so. We came from Germany. We're still probably only a 2-hour drive from Germany. We were in Austria half an hour ago. You can literally see Switzerland. It's on the other side of the castle. And we're in Liechtenstein. That's 4 countries right there. If you want to add a 5th, Italy, maybe 2.5 hours from here. It's just amazing how much you can do in a short amount of time with all these countries right next to each other. Liechtenstein, we're happy to say hello. Country number 46 on the board, but it is raining and I think we're ready to leave. We've driven in a lot of interesting places. Through the windy roads on the island of Oahu, Hawaii, to the Mediterranean coast of Turkey, right on the Mediterranean Sea, Iceland, Germany, and now we are going up this road on the side of a mountain. I can literally see a ski lift over there. You can just see how much elevation we're gaining right now. We're kind of disappearing up into the clouds. And I think what made this kind of nerve-wracking is that as we were coming in...
600 feet, turn left onto Arlbergstrasse B197.
Shh. But as we were coming up to this town that was at the bottom of the mountain, you could see the
turn
entire...
left onto Arlbergstrasse B197.
Alright, she's hogging the camera. You get the idea. We could see the whole road from the bottom. and it was quite scary. And we are just in the process of going up even more.
Continue on B197 for half a mile.
I'm continuing. That's what I'm doing, girl. Especially on a day when it's kind of foggy up here. Feels like we're disappearing into the heavens. Oh. There's the ski lift. There we go. I haven't seen snow in years. We did not have a winter last year.
Innsbruck is the capital city of Tyrol, which is one of Austria's most mountainous regions. We have heard nothing but good things about this city. It sits right in the valley of the River Inn, and there are incredible views of Alpine mountains in every direction. But actually, one of the main reasons we wanted to stop in Innsbruck was so that we could find a laundromat. One of the challenges of a road trip like this that you don't realize until you're actually in it is that laundry can stack up very, very quickly, especially if you're only staying in hotels.
Music about around the Alpine.
Continue for half a mile. In 800 feet, turn left onto Harderstrasse. Continue on Harderstrasse for half a mile.
We're trying to find this festival where they bring cows down from the mountains and celebrate the end of the season of grazing up in the highlands. To be completely honest, we had no idea where the festival actually is. We just knew it was somewhere in this town. So we've driven up the mountain to a town called Zillertau im Hart. And I think we're in the right place because we got stopped by a firefighter and he told us to just park our car here. So we're just walking up and look at the beautiful scenery around me. Oh my God, we actually found it.
To be completely honest, we had absolutely no idea if we were going to be able to find the cows. All of the info we were finding online was very inconsistent, and we were just hoping we had the right time in mind. We just caught the end of the parade, and Sydney, who is absolutely obsessed with anything cow related, could not have been more excited. It was definitely one of those special memories where everything worked out perfectly.
Little moments like these are when we're so happy that we have this YouTube channel and we have the ability to cherish a lot of these memories forever, upload them to YouTube and have them there to look at when we're old and gray and we are just reminiscing on all the things we were able to do. We're somewhere near the border of Austria and Germany, and it's just this incredible valley. It drops straight down. We can actually hear the rushing water down there. And it keeps raining on and off, and you see these rain clouds move through the mountain range. It's so quiet. We're the only people here. We're on this road that's honestly kind of terrifying to drive on. If you look this way, you can see how it literally just drops off the face of the earth. I feel like I have more to say, but honestly, I'm kind of just lost for words. We're gonna take this in a little while longer. View from our balcony. I just can't say enough positive things about the country of Austria. I feel like in the US, people have this romanticized idea of Switzerland, but really all they're thinking about is the Alps, Alpine life, just the green fields, the cows grazing, the snow-capped mountains in the distance, all of the chalets and the very specific style of architecture that you think about. But the Austrian Alps has that too, and it's actually quite a bit cheaper because Switzerland is one of the most expensive countries in the world. So after having been to both countries, which are obviously both stunning, you can't really go wrong. But if you're looking for a more affordable option and you still want to experience the same kind of landscapes, Austria is the place for you, and specifically the region of Tyrol. It is so, so beautiful. We're gonna miss this balcony, the cows mooing, the wind through the trees. And of course, those snow-capped Alpine mountains.
Throughout the entirety of the road trip, we did have to battle quite a lot of cloud cover and rain, but as though it was meant to be, we finally got crystal clear skies on the day that we needed them the most. A true bucket list moment, the world famous Neuschwanstein Castle.
My observation of the Mariensbrücke, Mary's Bridge at Neuschwanstein, the best view of the castle you're gonna find, without a doubt. The one thing is that it's a little scary. These planks that they have, they move down when you step on them, and there's so many people on this bridge. Actually, there's less than when we were here before.
This road trip taught us one thing. There are so many different ways to explore Europe. While hopping around on trains and planes can be exhilarating because you can see so many different places, there is definitely something to be said about taking it slow, going at your own pace, and making discoveries off the beaten path that are often the things we end up remembering the most.